thirst trapping, I said it's time. It's time. It's been time. Because it took me back to when I was 21. The first time I attempted to, when I was living with my grandma, the first time I had attempted to basically build my own home gym, and it didn't get far. And I mean, I got pretty far. I don't know what the deal was, because I actually managed to get the money to, it was either the bench. I don't know if I had the bench yet, but I do know for a fact that I got the weights. And it was probably like the same set that I got now. It was like a 300-pound weight set. So if nothing else, I know I had the barbell and I had the weights, and I had a kettlebell. I mean, not a whole lot, nothing much to brag about. And see, part of me, and I understand the situation too, but part of me low key regrets not making more of an initiative to set up that home gym while I was living with my grandma. Because, like I said, I've been lifting for pretty much, or working out for pretty much 19 years. A nigga should have been swole than a motherfucker. Oh, this moved on to part two. Well, the good news is, apparently, is that it doesn't take, provided you're taking your supplements and your protein and all that, your nutrition and everything, it doesn't take a terribly long time to get swole, to get big, as long as you're consistent. But every time something like, and it keeps you away, yeah, it just halts the progress, sets you back. And that's what I had to realize about this gym. I'm being hindered, I'm being set back. Because, like I said, I'm on a limited time frame, and with the time I do have, there's all these people, there's all these other muscle heads occupying the like I said, the bench, the dumbbell, benches. You got females in there occupying them, bench pressing the bar. There was one chick in there. She was bench pressing 160, 165. And then I swear, bro, I saw one time there was this female. She was jacked in the motherfucker. There was a female that was pressing 185. Shit was wild. So, in my quest to basically break my plateau, because the most that I was able to press, and that was only during the winter months when I would put on a little more weight, was 215. And then, summer hit, and I just naturally lost weight, not even necessarily from exercising, just, from the heat and me burning calories just from being out sweating and shit. I lost weight, so that had an effect on my bench press. So that low key frustrated me too, because like I was just sick and tired of, like I said, being able to couldn't even really get 215 off like that. So yeah, that was pretty frustrating. So frustrating that it motivated me to like I said, build my own home gym. And I started subtly. I started with I don't remember exactly which one I bought first, but I was pretty adamant about a heavy bag. Now I want to say I got the this pull up and dip set, or dip apparatus thingamajig, things to do my pull ups and dips. Dip bar set, I think is what they call it. I think that's what I got first, because like I said, I was pretty adamant about getting in my pull ups and my dips. Because push ups, I could do that, anywhere, everywhere. Do that all day, every day. But I was like, well, you know, the dip bar, and yeah, that was another thing, because the dip bar set, I mean, the pull up bars, At this gym, at least the ones that I like to use, are attached to the squat rack. And it, yeah, needless to say, everybody, dang near everybody, is on that squat rack. I'd have to just wait, and yeah, and on top of that, I'd have to wait in line to get in my pull-up sets because it's somebody on the damn squat rack. And again, that's time being taken away, and time is money. You gotta wait in line to, I mean, like you at the damn DMV or something. So I was like, yeah, the obvious solution to that, like I said, in addition to all this volume, in addition to all these goofy females thirst trapping niggas, despite wearing all this provocative gym wear, booty shorts, gym bras, titties and booty all over the place, and they doing squats, and they record themselves in hopes of catching a nigga, in hopes of thirst trapping. So my question was, okay, how is any of this getting to my goal as, at the very least, a power lifter? I wouldn't consider myself a bodybuilder because I might be a little too fat for aesthetics. And like I said, I eat like a bodybuilder. I like to think I eat fairly clean. It's just like I said, I'm an ectoendomorph. So there's some parts of my body that I would have to, and I know how to get them off, but it's a trade-off. If I lost the weight in those areas, the weight would come off, but I would be weak. So to me, it's like it's a trade-off, because there's some places, parts of my body where I'm just naturally skinny no matter what, unless I just gain a shit ton of weight. But yeah, I was like, well, how is this getting me to the next level as far as my strength training goes? It's not. So it's time to move on. So I started with at least I think the pull-up bar and the dip, the pull-up bar and dip thingamajig. I got that first and set it up on my own. Because, it was funny because I was thinking to myself, if I'm going to need professionals to do this. And I ended up doing all this stuff on my own. Like I said, I got a wrench. I got some, they gave me some tools themselves, too, to set it up, and, as well as instruction manuals. And that's all I've been doing since January, buying one apparatus after another. So the first thing was the like I said, the pull-up dip bar set, then the heavy bag, then the bench. At this point, yeah, this was just my own money that I was using before before my tax return money came in. So I didn't have the weights yet, but I had the bench press bench. So I had that set up, and then after the W-2 money came in, I got a wrestling dummy again after 12 years, and I got one that's much heavier, because just as much as I was missing hitting something, I was missing tossing something, because yeah, I used to train in judo. So I'm pretty familiar with with my brother also being a wrestler, I'm pretty familiar with throwing motherfuckers too. But I'm more of a striker than a wrestler, so, or a grappler, if you will. Excuse me. So yeah, I got that. I got this adjustable dumbbell set. I got a 50-pound kettlebell, and of course I got the barbell weights for the bench press. And to top that off, what I most recently got, and I think I got it this month, was this there was this thing that I like to use. Both gyms had it too. It was, I guess the proper name for it is isolateral bench press. Cause, and the thing that I really didn't like about those was that it kind of left a facade, and it definitely has, it's definitely got some, like, there's definitely some statics that's got something to do with it. The fact that it's pretty much pinned to the ground, at least theirs is, that would allow me to put more plates on that thing than I ever could with the free, the free weight bench press, with your regular bench press. Because I was putting 3 plates on that thing, knowing damn well I can't press no 315. But on this isolateral bench press, it provided the illusion that I could. But on this isolateral bench press that I just set up last week, it don't work. It ain't no illusions to that. The same amount of weight, or just about the same amount of weight that I can press on the bench, on the regular bench, is pretty much the same weight that I can press on the isolateral. And the good thing about the isolateral is that it's almost like an alternative to dumbbells, where you're isolating your arms versus having the support of a barbell, like on your regular bench press. So it's pretty much like a more mechanical version of the dumbbell or the bench press. Really, I just juxtapose it to dumbbells, because dumbbells, you're isolating your arms, and with this isolateral bench press, you're doing the same thing. You're isolating your arms, but you're using barbells. I said barbells. You're using weights that you put on the barbell. And on top of that, this bench press that I have has the option. It don't really have much of a decline, and if it does, you don't want to use it no way, because it's so far down, you won't be able to reach back up to put the weight back on the supporting beam or whatnot. So you wouldn't want to use no decline not on mine, you wouldn't. But it does have an option for incline, and that was another thing, because I started looking more into the fact that being an effective bench presser, it behooves you to do more than just flat bench press. You probably want to get in some incline sets too. And with that said, you think I had time to do incline sets at that gym? Hell no. That goes without saying. I hardly had any time to do what I was doing when I was over there. So that goes without saying. Did I have time to do incline bench presses? But over here, with this being in my backyard, or my landlord's backyard anyway, yeah. And not only have I been doing it, it's almost like I've gotten a whole increase in my strength. And needless to say, I ended up finally breaking my plateau. And I was like, see there, that's all I had to do to break my plateau. So I learned a lot, and this is the crux at which I'm getting. I learned a lot in this journey as far as figuring out ways to break my plateaus, because even prior to, I would always be trying to figure out, oh man, how do I break my plateau? Am I getting in enough protein? Am I getting enough nutrition? I also started back up on using BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. I don't know why I stopped doing that shit, because I used to take those. I used to drink that when right when I was like a